Hey there, it's Lawso here, the assassin. Today, I'd like to talk about the sort of advice we give to startup businesses on what they should do with their first website. So it really depends on a range of factors. It's fairly straightforward. If you're a pure e-commerce business, then everything's going to be about the website. And it's also going to be about the marketing budget for your e-commerce website until you can get yourself to break even, until you can understand what the cost per sale is and how you're going to acquire all those online customers. So there's a fair bit of risk involved in all of that and a hell of a lot of planning required. But it is possible to understand the competition for that segment and to understand what the costs of advertising and the likely returns are so that you can build out your budget. If you're a B2B business, like a consulting business, physiotherapist, or bricks and mortar type business, then it can be a different story. But again, as with pure e-commerce and any sort of business, you should look at the competition. Look at their websites. Look at what sort of investment, what sort of technology they have behind their website. What are they building it with? We love using Core DNA because it gives us lots of flexibility and lots of advantages. There might be a good case to use that so that you're going to be ahead of their competition. So have a really deep look. If you're not equipped for that, then we can certainly help because we do this stuff all the time. But you really need to look at the technology behind what your competition is doing. How strong are they online? How much traffic are they attracting? Where are you going to get the traffic from? Are you going to just use word of mouth to build your business, as a lot of startups do, especially in the consulting area? And if that's the case, perhaps it's just some advice on writing the content and helping you with a DIY solution like a Squarespace. So there's different ways you can crack this, but the key is to understanding what you're doing, who you're selling to, who's your ideal customer, and what makes you different. Why should people come to you? If there's no difference at all, if you're the same as everyone else, is there a lot of demand for what you do? Therefore, you don't have to worry too much about marketing, or you can do a little bit of marketing and you're fine. Or is it a case of being a very competitive market? Then that's risky because you're going to have to go on price, and that's not a very good strategy at all, being the cheapest. There's a lot that goes into this. So have a big think about the market research side of things that you need to do. We can certainly help with the digital side of that market research. And then you can develop the strategy and the budget to go with it to see whether you're really going to have a chance of making it. Because, a lot of small businesses don't make it past the first year, and let alone the first 3 years or the first 5 years. The drop-off rate is horrendous. So there's a bit of risk, but there are high rewards. You need to have the strategy right to start with. As always, if you'd like some help with this sort of stuff, reach out to me and we can give you some advice. Thanks.